everyone, my name is Tang Pei Wen. I am taking the program Bachelor of Tourism Management in University Utara Malaysia and my metric number is 274009. Today I am going to do a group discussion for the subject SBLE 1063 English Proficiency 1 with my friends, which is Chuan with his metric number is 274014, Jia Yao 274016, and Tang Pei Wen 274017. First of all, our topic in this group discussion is talk about leisure. So, in my opinion, I think the meaning of the leisure is talk about the free time when we are not working days or during the school holiday. But I think half of people will think the leisure is not good to everyone. Maybe because of them are not enough time for them, so that they will think the leisure is a waste of time. But for me, I think leisure can bring many benefits to the people, to everyone, because the leisure can help people to feel relaxed from their busy working or study stress. Of course, the leisure also can make the people to do anything that would like to do. For example, swimming, playing a basketball, drawing, making a video, and so on, something like that. So, Pei Wen, Jia Yao, and Ong, can you give me your opinion about the leisure?
Leisure is defined as freedom from demands of work or duty. In terms of time, 24 hours a day, minus physiological time and working time. The rest of the remaining time is called leisure time. Leisure can reduce stress. Most of people experience some amount of stress in their jobs. It is unpleasant, but if they can manage it, then they often learn to live with it effectively. The problems come when they overwhelm themselves with work and don't allow themselves the time to manage their stress. Engaging in a leisure activity has been shown to act as stress relief. Research shows that people who step away from work on weekends do experience less stress than those who continue working even on day off. People can improve their personal ability by practicing pursuits improving the mind. By doing the word puzzles, this activity helps us raise the logical thinking and solve problems at work more effectively. We can widen our knowledge and absorb more information from many kinds of books. The mental health will be better. Putting the mind at rest by enjoying media entertainment, people reduce the stress after a long day at work or school. We usually feel tired and need to relax. There are many channels such as watching films, listening to music, and playing games. Our mind will balance again. When enjoying outside events, for instance, doing exercise or playing sports bring about our physical health will be better. The mind will be refreshed and having energies for new works. In conclusion, leisure is important in our life.
Hi everyone, my name is Jia Yao and my matrix number is 274016. People tend to have different points of view towards leisure. A life without leisure is dull and boring. Leisure is necessary for people after working or even studying hard. Beside from that, leisure can help us improve our health, no matter in physically or mentally. For instance, a day that you feel upset because scolded by someone, and you can discharge your emotion through jogging or even swimming when there is leisure time. For me, as I grown up, the word leisure brings different meanings for me. When I was a kid, I always think that leisure at the moment of me is to go out whole day and hang out with my friends. For example, bicycling, catching fishes, and also playing basketball. As long as I can stay away from my home. Now, I have a totally different views toward leisure compared to previous me. Leisure for me now is more about activities that can be done at home most of the time, like reading a book, watching a television shows, or even doing nothing. It is more chill, more comfortable, and not burden me.
In my opinion, leisure purpose is to be escaped from personal worry, and is a time for ourselves to disconnect. Leisure time is also a necessary for people after working and study hard, and there are various reaction activities to do based on their purpose. On the other hand, leisure activity can help us raise the logical thinking and solve problems at work to become more effectively. We can widen our knowledge and absorb more information from many kinds of books. The mental health also will be better. However, we will feel more stressful if long time keep using electronic entertaining methods. So, we should take outdoor actions. When enjoying outside events, for instance, doing exercise or playing sports bring about our physical health will be better. Our mind will be refreshed and having energized for new works.
Thank you for your opinion about the leisure. And now I want to share what activity I will do when the leisure time. The first activity I will do when the leisure time is I will spend time with my family, because I have been a long time to study in university, and I really have the opportunity to be together with my family. So I will go to shopping with my family in the shopping mall, in the nearest shopping mall, and having a movie in cinema. After a movie, we will going to eat together, and that time I will share my university life with my family, and this can help me to enhance the relationship between me and my family. And sometimes I will play some small games with my mom and my sister. For example, we will play the Uno card, Monopoly, Chinese chess, and so on. And of course, during the sem break, I will plan a trip or one-day trip with my family to reduce my study stress in university. For example, I will plan the trip to Langkawi, Pulau Bangkok, Melaka, Genting Highland, Cameron Highland, and so on. And from this trip, it can help me to make the beautiful and unforgettable memories with my family. And many of the people, they will not make the good use of the free time to do some meaningful things. Most of them, they would like to do the meaningless things, such as sleeping and playing their smartphone for a whole day. But for me, when I was free, I will read some different kinds of book or magazine to increase my knowledge that I do not have in class. For example, I will read some magazine to increase my knowledge in how to success in my future career and my future life. Besides that, I also will read some success history of the successful people, from which I can get some suggestions or opinions from them to start my life that I want to be in my future. Of course, at the same time, I will take the note or record what they have shared their suggestions or opinions to us. Actually, I really like to learn the different foreign language, such as Korean language, Japanese language, French, and so on. And at the same time, my English language is very weak. So when I was free, I'm most likely to watch a movie and listening to the song in the different language. After a long day at work in office or study in school, we usually will feel tired and need to relax. So at that time, I will watch a movie. For example, I will watch a Korean drama or movie with the Korean and Mandarin subtitle. From this, that can help me to learn the simple Korean language and the grammar. Besides that, when I was free, I will listening to the song when I'm doing the housework, especially the English songs. I like to listening to the English songs because I like the rhythm and the melody in the English songs. Then I also can learn some simple English grammar and sentence in the English songs that are easier to understand for us. At the same point, watching a movie and listening to the song can help me to reduce my study stress in university. So now, Tang Pei Wen and Jia Yao, can you share what activity that you will do when the leisure time?
During my leisure time, I like to playing badminton with my family. I enjoy the fresh air of the nature. We will bet against each other. Loser must fulfill the wish of winner. When I feeling stressed, I will watching variety show to reduce my stress. The variety show that I watching is Running Man. It can make me laugh and make me forget the troubles. Besides, I also will listening to songs and singing loudly with the music because singing loudly allowed me to release all the pressure.
So basically, I spend most of my leisure time on phone. I'm like most of the young generation nowadays. Lay on the sofa, watching YouTube videos, swiping Facebook or Instagram. This make me relieve my stress of the days. Next, if there is leisure time, I would like to play piano. Although I'm a beginner, the reason I love piano is the melody. I feel like the melody make me calm all the time. And I really envy the people who play so good on piano like this. And this. Me is like this. Aside from that, I love to cook when there's leisure time. I love to explore new recipe when I was free. And maybe because I love to eat. So this is my kind of leisure. What about yours?
I have many useful activities to do in my leisure time. For example, reading books, doing sport, listen music, and playing musical instruments. Among them, reading is my favorite hobby. When I was Tatika, my parents brought me many storybooks. I read all these books not only one time. I will read it when I was have free time. So for now, I also read short story, magazine, and novel. They give me good entertainment and pleasure. Reading books also help me in studying. I can improve my knowledge by reading. Nowadays, e-book also become a major role in higher study. For example, we can log into UM portal to research some extra information. I can gain more useful information from reading. My second leisure activity is doing sport, and my favorite sport is playing basketball. So for me, basketball is a great way of exercise and can have fun with friends. In my opinion, basketball is an easy way to have fun rather than sitting on the couch all the day and playing video games or watching television. One reason I love basketball is because I can play with teammates or only play by myself. I prefer to have others to play with rather than just playing alone. I love about basketball because they have many different styles of play. There are many styles, for example, the passer, playmaker, shooter, defensive player, and dunker or high flyer. Basketball involves a lot of starting and stopping activity. It can help me to burn calories, build endurance during exercise, improve my body balance and coordination, develop self-concentration and self-discipline, and also build up stronger muscle cells to improve my body performance. As well as being a great way to stay fit, basketball can also help me to make new friends and see them regularly teaching about being a good team player, and also can play by all age of people and all abilities. My another leisure activity will do during free time is playing music and listen to music as well. It can give me the feeling of relaxation and has many unexpected tunes that actually very nice to hear from a song, which make me interested and curious to learn it. My favorite musical instrument is guitar. One of my cousins is a guitarist. When I saw him playing his guitar, I got interested and asked him to teach me the simplest technique about how to play a guitar. In a week of period, I was able to play one simple song perfectly and I was so happy. Since then, I become more interested to play music, especially for guitar. I decide myself to take a private lesson to improve my guitar skill after this MCO. I enjoy very much the time when I sit alone in my room, play a song with guitar and sing at the same time. It brought me a great pleasure for myself, relax my mind, give me new inspiration and many other unexpected things for me.
for your sharing about what activity that you will do in the leisure time.
We live in an age where food, which used to take us hours to obtain, can be delivered to your doorstep in under 30 minutes. Never in the history of mankind have we had this much free time on our hands until now. Yet it's sad to say, but the majority of us waste it. We turn on our TV or our gaming console, we medicate ourselves with weed, alcohol, drugs, and pornography just to burn time. What a complete waste. What should you really be doing with all of this free time? Well, if you're even the slightest bit serious about becoming a winner in the game of life, here are the 4 most important things you need to start spending your time on. Number 1 is exercise. Now, this first task is crucial. With so much free time on our hands, we need to have the energy to be active during this time. A few centuries ago, we used to move around and lift things. Almost all of our jobs required us to work out our bodies, whether it be tending to the farms or creating tools in the workshop. But now, most of us work behind computer screens and registers. We aren't getting the right amount of exercise that our body needs to function properly. It's actually been proven by studies that people who work out have more energy throughout the day. If you don't have energy, you're going to spend the majority of your free time on effortless things like Netflix and gaming. A simple workout program like Starting Strength is enough for you to get started on improving your fitness and gaining more energy throughout the day. Number 2 is reading. I know, you've probably heard this advice 100 times over, but hear me out. The stuff that you're learning in school is outdated. The large majority of information you're learning over there will not be used once you graduate. This means that the vast majority of people don't know what in the world they're doing. Real life knowledge like managing finances, social skills, dating, diet, and fitness are basically non-existent among the population. And in my opinion, this is actually a very good thing for you. This means that you can easily climb to the top because, well, your competition kind of sucks. A famous entrepreneur once said that you can become an expert in any field by reading just 3 books on the subject. By simply reading 3 books, you'll know more about any subject than 99% of the people out there. Look, if you want to succeed at the game of life, you have to read the instructions manual. Focus your reading on self-development books as they provide practical knowledge that can be applied in real life. Number 3 is meditation. Meditation is one of those things that have been proven 100 times over to be extremely beneficial, yet nobody does it. Why? Well, it's probably because on the surface, it's one of the most boring tasks out there. You sit down and you do nothing, right? Well, there's a lot more to it. When you meditate, you're actually training your brain. You learn how to control what thoughts to focus on and which thoughts to ignore. This one skill is crucial to becoming a happier person. You'll also have a lot more mental energy throughout the day. It's so important, actually, that if you were to ask me which one habit could change your life, I'd instantly respond with meditation. Meditating for just 10 minutes a day is more than enough to start reaping the benefits. Number 4 is a hobby/passion. It's my strong belief that everyone has a passion that triggers the inner child in them. It's something that brings out a sort of excitement in you. Instead of dreading the time spent on it, you kind of get lost in the exploration. The reason I listed this as the last task is because the other 3 supplement your ability to work on your hobby or your passion. Reading gives you the knowledge to grow in your hobby, meditation gives you the headspace for creativity, and exercise ultimately gives your body the energy to focus on this hobby even after a long days of work. This hobby, whether it be dance, art, writing, creating your own Make-A-Wish foundation, whatever it is your source of fulfillment. Without it, you will not feel whole. You will feel as if there's something missing in your life. And it's my strong belief that if you work on your hobby long enough and hone your craft, it can eventually be a source of income. Once you reach this stage, your life will transform from one that you dread into one that excites you. And that's it, guys. These 4 tasks, in my opinion, are the 4 most important things you should focus on in your free time. If you want a more detailed breakdown of any of these, check out my channel, Improvement Pill, for more in-depth videos.
So, in the conclusion, most of us are agree with the leisure is a good thing because it can bring many benefit to us. So, at the last of the group discussions, I hope the people can make a good use of their leisure time. That's all from us. Thank you for listening and watching.